Yeah, let's make sure my mic is working first off. Let me get that check. I gotta check on my phone. Hold on one sec. Oh, that's right. I got a little startup screen. There we go. Okay, can y'all hear me? Check 1 2 1 2. Okay, can y'all hear me? Check 1 2 1 2. Okay, can y'all hear me? Check 1 2 1 2.
EDC, you look beautiful. Let me see your hands up, come on.
How come I can't hear them? Oh, I turned it down over here. Okay, so now we got the audio. Cool. Okay, so we got my mic is going good. Music is going. We're getting this down, y'all. We're getting this together. See, practice. That's all it takes, man. You gotta practice doing it, going. All right, so I'm just sharing this out before we get started.
Runes loads a complete serving of fruits, veggies, adaptogens,
Ads,
vitamins, minerals,
advertisements.
super mushroom.
No preconceptions. No limitations. Just free your mind. The only thing that matters is love. love.
Okay, so we should be good on the audio. Yep, alright, it's sounding good. I just wanted to double check. I don't have a transition yet. I'm gonna make it one of those little transition video thingies. I'm still working on everything. I have multiple different ones that I have to make for it. So, boom, we're here. We got it going. We got Armin van Buren helping us out with some music. Close that out. There we go. But welcome in, y'all. This is Web3Webs. I see my lighting is kind of messed up. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, welcome in, y'all. This is Web3Webs. I'm your host, Expo Heathy. How's it going? What's up? What's up? Right. Basically, this whole thing is just a way for people who are new to Web3, have just started hearing about this, or even if you've been in this for a while, to learn about all this stuff and, you know, be able to ask questions and have conversations about it, because it's some crazy stuff out here, man. It's getting pretty wild. Here, let me turn down this music. So it's getting pretty crazy out there, right? You know, we've seen the ups and downs of the market, Bitcoin going since high as 70,000, going back down and doing all kinds of stuff. So hearing about the meme coins and right, all this craziness that's happening, the NFTs, all of it. What does it all mean? How can we take part in it? How can we take advantage of it? How can we build stuff with it, right? I feel like oftentimes people will, when they hear about Web3 or they hear about crypto or NFTs or all this stuff, immediately they think money, right? They think dollar signs, they think I can make a whole bunch of money in a short amount of time. Now, that may be the case for some people, you know, just like in any other space, in any other field, there are the few that get lucky and hit it big and make lots of money in a short amount of time. However, for the good majority of people, we need to actually build and learn and you know, interact properly within this space for us to be able to get to that same point. So I myself have been in the Web3 space for over 6 years now. That doesn't sound like a lot, but in Web3, that's like dog years, right? Like, right? So it's a lot. And I've gone through a whole bunch of the different sectors of within Web3 myself, because I'm somebody who likes to get things done myself, go in and learn it myself. You know, yeah, I'll go through and take some courses, and I have, but really I like to just get into the meat of it myself and, you know, test things out and see how things work, because I'm a developer. I actually like to code. I like to make artwork and all kinds of different stuff too, you know, so dealing within this space, I really wanted to get my hands dirty within everything that there is, and I've done that and gone back and brought the information here for you. So a lot of the information within Web3Webs is stuff from other people. I'm not trying to claim that I came up with all of it on my own or anything like that at all. Most of it is compiled source material. So basically, when you're going through Web3Webs, it's got multiple steps, and you can find it, as you've seen scrolling across the screen over there. You can go to Web3Webs.page, and you can even see it on the screen there, right? Web3Webs.page. Just type that directly into your browser, and you'll end up on this website. And like it says there, it's free educational content on all things Web3, like decentralized finance, crypto, NFTs, blockchain, spatial computing, and more. So scroll and click on step 1, start, no sign up or payment required, and that's something different than majority of pretty much every other course out there. Especially even if they're free, oftentimes they'll make you sign up with an email so that they can market to you, but I'm not doing that with this. I'm literally just providing the information out there and, you know, saying, here you go. Now, go to Web3Webs.page. Like I said, just scroll to step 1 as it says right here. You can even check on the side here. It's got steps 1 through 5. but you can just scroll. As you can see, each step is listed out in order. This is also offered for free by Rhythm Multi-Metaversity, which is a larger project of mine where I'm actually creating so remember how I talked about spatial computing that's dealing with like the metaverse, right? 3D type stuff. I'm building a metaverse-based university, or school as you could call it, where people can teach and learn classes oftentimes for free and from the comfort of their own home in this interactive environment. And Web3Webs is one of the first courses that we're offering for free through the Metaversity, just to help people learn about all this stuff and get involved, like I mentioned, and then they can go on to learning about other things that we have at the Metaversity. You can learn more about that by going to the link there, but we're going to focus on Web3Webs today. And today is just more of like an introductory video to the course. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I just want to, go over some of it, explain a little bit about how everything is, so that you get a general idea of what this course is going to be about and how things go before we, keep pushing forward into it. And excuse my ugly sheet back here. I put it on the couch so that the dogs don't get their hair all over. So, excuse that, but excuse me too, I just burped. All right, but yeah, as you can see, we're getting all of the, first show jitters out of the way and all that stuff. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I will be able to see it on my screen, and everybody else should be able to as well. You know what, maybe I'll even test it out. I should test it out. Let's see. Test chat. Okay, so I sent it. Boom, test chat. Okay, so I gotta fix this. Yeah, I gotta fix it. It's like all squished. Good thing I checked it out. Okay, so I gotta change the size of it. Properties, transform. If I crop it, it crops out the whole message, so I can't do that. Size. Oh, there we go, there we go. 250. Wrong one. 450. 250. There we go. Oh, is it squishing it still? I think it is. Dang, okay. So I'm gonna have to change the size of this text box then. This chat box or whatever. Unless I just make it small like this, but then you can't really read it, huh? It's so weird that it only stretches it when I go sideways, but not the other way. Because I'm stretching it up and down like this. Oh no, it does stretch it. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. Hold on. Now I moved the other thing. As you can see, I'm still getting everything together, folks. Just give me a second. Okay, chat box. Reset transform. Okay, so now it's at the default. Transform. Yeah, I can't. That's so weird. I can't change the size of this going sideways. $250. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. See, because when I make it smaller like that, it squishes the letters all together. What can I do? What could I do? Go to the right. No, because then it's gonna chop off the. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to resize the comment box then. Make a new thing. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. Because I've seen setups like this. Scale filtering point. I gotta figure this out. This is gonna bother me. Okay. Chat box. Transform. Where'd the edit transform go? Okay. Crop. Oh, the blending mode, right? No, that's not it either. Oh gosh. Okay, I guess I'll just figure this out some other time. We'll just move on with the. Oops. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this later. At least I know that it's working. And if I make it this small, it's like too small to read, so I don't know. Or is it? Let's see. Check on this one. Is that too small to read? Is there anyone watching? Oh no, there isn't. Okay. Shoot. Oh yeah, that's too small to read. That is definitely too small to read. Interact, blending method, scale filtering. Wait. Yeah, that scale filtering isn't doing anything. Alright, disable. Maybe filter. See if I add a filter, if I could do something. Crop.
Who's ready to go hard and fast right here, right now? Put those hands up, come on.
I think that was it. Okay, I think I got it. Ah, no. Relative. Why is it relative? The heck? I'm literally about to go look this up because it's bothering me. I don't want to just leave it like that. Being how to resize chat box without stretching text streams. Pick properties, and there you can adjust the height. Yeah, but then here we go. Double click the chat box at the top. Right at the top. Play around with it. Tab. Click properties. Okay, but that's what I did. But it's like squashing all of the text. Okay, I think I got it. with 300. There we go. Now I got it. I told you I would get it, folks. I told you I would get it. Okay. Font size. I can go slow. And that's that. I think we got it. Oh yeah. Now we got it, for sure. Test 2. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I got it. Well, I guess you got a little tutorial for Streamlabs on there really quick. I gotta fix my lighting too, because every time I go like this, my lighting is messed up. I have one of those little rings, so I guess I could use that. Anyways, let's move forward. Alright. Yeah, we're all good now. We are all good now. Okay, moving forward, we're gonna start up here. So like I was mentioning, today is just kind of an overview. I'm not gonna really dive deep into the whole course. We'll just go over pretty much step 1, because it's kind of an introductory step. It doesn't really go too deep.
And our business is
It doesn't really go too deep into everything. It's just a very brief overview of finance and decentralized finance as it relates to Web3. So when you are on the website, like I said, all you got to do is scroll and click on it. You don't even have to sign in. You don't have to make anything like that. Just click on it. That'll take you straight to this, and you can see the presentation here directly on the website. If you're having trouble viewing it, you can go directly on Prezi by clicking it here, and that just opens up the whole presentation, so it's a bit easier for you to go through, because sometimes people do have trouble viewing it on here. Like it might not load properly, or it doesn't go through each one properly. So if you're having issues, like I said, just go ahead and click on it there, and we'll just move forward from the one on the website. It's the same exact one, it's just, you know. All right, we can use, we can also full screen it. You can also full screen it, or maybe not. Yeah, only when you go to the website, okay. But anyways, so basics of finance and DeFi, right? That's, see what I mean? Sometimes it goes in and out. All right, basics of finance and DeFi is the first step here. I'm trying to get it to center properly. Okay, there we go. I'm really picky about this kind of stuff, y'all, so forgive me. I want to get it, make sure it's properly like centered and everything, because it's bugging me. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna open here. Oh my gosh, even here. Okay, 100%. What? Why is it showing like? Oh, it's stretched. Okay, gotta fix that. That was the issue. There we go. Now it's centered properly. Okay. Oh my gosh, what a pain in the butt. All right, let's move forward now. Oh no. Like I said, folks, today is just a practice round, trying to get everything working. Boom, centered. Alright, that took forever. Anyways, step one, like I said, is basics of finance and DeFi. So finance in general, when it comes to like, money, right? Dollars, all that kind of stuff. What does that all mean? How does it all work? Now, I don't go full on into the financial system and how everything works. I do a very brief overview and kind of explain some things that kind of led to how decentralized finance came to be. And then I move forward from there in the rest of the presentations. So let's start with this one. Vocabulary check. In every presentation, we start off with a vocabulary check because there's a lot of words and stuff. So here, I'll just read it off. Although we will not be going over every aspect of how the financial system works in this presentation, we will go over some of the main parts of it that relate to Web3. Here are some of the terms that we'll be using in this presentation. Right, so these are all terms that you probably have heard before, but like I said, they are a little bit different in Web3. So fiat or fiat currency is the default currency of a nation and the currency they collect in taxes. The US dollar is a fiat currency that's controlled by a central government, in this case, the United States. Purchase power is the amount of goods a certain asset is capable of purchasing. Example, the average price of a gallon of milk in 1940 was 52 cents. And in 2021, the average price is $3.77. This means that you would need 7.25 times the amount of money to buy a gallon of milk now than you would in 1940. The purchase power of the dollar in this case has gone down by 725%, right? So that means you need 725% more money to buy the same amount of milk based on what time period it is, right? Because inflation and all this different stuff that we'll get into later are causes of that. So capital. Capital is wealth in the form of money and assets to be used for a specific purpose, oftentimes in the form of business or investment. And you're gonna hear that a lot. Capital, market capital. You hear that pretty often, actually. Inflation, like I was talking about earlier, is a general increase in prices and fall in purchase power of money, which I explain a bit more later on, of course. And remember too, if I'm going too fast, you can always say in the comments to repeat something, or if you have a question, I can answer it. Just go ahead and drop it down there and I'll answer the best that I can. All right, liquidity. The amount of capital that is available to be used at a certain time. Example, if you have $100 in your trading account, you have $100 of liquidity ready to be used. And diversify. So it is extremely important to diversify your assets into multiple different markets, accounts, projects, etc. Rather than putting all your eggs into one basket, diversify into different things so that while one is not doing so well, the others balance it out. And this is very, very true. You don't want to just trade one crypto, because there's some people that are like, oh, Bitcoin forever, Bitcoin's the only one, or Ethereum forever, it's the only one, right? Like, you can't do that. Like, it's not very smart. Especially in this Web3 space where things are constantly shifting and changing. So we've got securities. Securities are marketable investment assets that are purchased with the expectation of a return, often being short-term and highly liquid. So people are buying these expecting they're going to make money on it, oftentimes in a short amount of time, and very liquid, right? They can sell it and buy it quickly without having to go through too much of a process. Many cryptocurrencies and NFTs are at risk of being determined to be unregistered securities once regulation occurs more in the American system, So caution should be taken when choosing what to purchase. And we've already actually seen this happen. There's been in the past different cryptocurrencies that were deemed securities and have had to be removed from exchanges. There's one currently that most people know about, and that's oftentimes, I think it's even the one I mentioned here. Yeah, so here, recently in a court case with the SEC filing insider trader charges against a manager at Coinbase, a US-based crypto exchange. The SEC named 9 cryptos as unregistered securities, meaning they are illegal to buy and sell in the US. The following assets are named in the case: AMP, Rally, DDX, XYO, and the list goes on, right? Those are all the ones that I was mentioning. But there's one that most people know about, and that's the XRP lawsuit. So XRP, which is a crypto created by a company called Ripple, actually has a lawsuit going on with the SEC where they're claiming that they tried to sell XRP as an unregistered security. And this is most likely due to the fact that a lot of exchanges, there's crypto exchanges where you can buy and sell, right? Most of these exchanges were actually listing XRP as Ripple instead of its ticker code or the actual letters of the asset, right? XRP. They were putting it as Ripple. And that could lead to some confusion where people might have thought that they were actually buying into the company Ripple, like you normally would do with stocks. And that's where the securities issues comes into play, and also, you know, the way that they released the XRP token. And we'll get into that kind of stuff later on. But that's something that, you know, a lot of people will be talking about, and you'll hear about it very often, is, you know, oh, is this crypto a security? Is this NFT a security? All that stuff. So that's what they mean. They don't mean, is it secure? Is it strong against attack? No, they mean securities as in a investable asset, right? Something that people are expecting a return and can actually be deemed as security, which requires registration. So yeah, we'll look that up some more later too. Going on to decentralized, not being run by a central system such as a company, group of people, or a government. Many aspects of Web3 and crypto space fall under the decentralized label, although not all of them. And even decentralization itself is kind of a fallacy, meaning it's not a complete truth. It's almost unattainable, because decentralization on a full scale, right, in the purest sense, is almost impossible. Because in order to create a completely decentralized system without any type of human input, you basically would need to create a perfect system, a perfect machine that doesn't require any upkeep. And we haven't got to that point in society yet, right? Machines still require upkeep and maintenance and recoding and updates and all the stuff, right? So until we get to that point, full, complete, true decentralization is a bit impossible. But we do have some cases where we get as close to it as we can right now, where, you know, these crypto exchanges, or excuse me, these crypto blockchains will actually get rid of the keys, so-called, right, the passwords that are needed to access the background code of the blockchain. And by doing so, now nobody has access to it, and nobody will ever have access to it. So the code is the code. Can't be changed, can't be altered, right? Anything like that. However, of course, you do need the computers to still run and maintain it. So that's where, you know, there's still some centralization happening, because you need some type of central servers or whatnot to keep this stuff running. But oftentimes we can reach, you know, decentralization from different blockchain methods of what's it called? Oh gosh, I forgot the term already. Blockchain. Come on. I have it in my head. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Validation? No. It's something like that. Validation methods. because there's proof of work, there's proof, there's different, I think it's called a validation method. I gotta look it up. It's in my other presentation. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Maybe that's the issue, right? I shouldn't get ahead of myself. That was a warning to myself. Don't get ahead into the other presentations. I'm kind of teasing a little bit, right? I'm trying to get you into the other information that's in the other presentations, but we'll just keep it on what's on here for now. So forget what I was talking about. We'll get into that later, and that's probably why I didn't remember, because I'm not supposed to tell you yet. So decentralized, right? We can, like I was saying, it's kind of a whole thing, but not really. So we're working towards getting to full decentralization, but it's going to be a very long journey. So moving forward, we've got hedging. Hedging is a method of opening smaller positions or trades in the opposite direction of a position that you've already taken, so that even if the price action is different than your prediction, you still make a profit. And this can be tricky, right? If you're not paying attention, you could actually lose money this way, because since you have a bet going both ways, if you're betting the market to go up or you're betting the market to go down, if you don't close out the trade that is wrong, that is incorrect, then it doesn't really help anything, right? So once you see that your trade or whatever it is has gone positively in your favor, right, you're starting to make money on it, then you want to close out the opposite one that you opened, right, the one that you hedged, in order to gain the full value of that trade. Because if you leave both of them open, you're basically just equaling out, or not really getting anywhere. So example, if you have a long position betting the market to go up of $100 at an average price of $10 per share, and the price drops to $5 per share, you now have $50 worth of stock, right? It went down by 50%. Instead of waiting to get back the unrealized loss, meaning instead of waiting for that $50 to go back to $100, you can hedge in the opposite direction by opening a short position, right? So betting the market to go down. If you think that the market will go down, now by doing that and closing out the opposite position once it does go in your favor, now when the market has gone down, you've actually gained some funds, right? So maybe you're sitting at 70 or 80 instead of 50, or even maybe that 100 if you did it early enough, right? So you're still sitting at the amount that you would have, rather than losing those funds. And again, it is kind of tricky. It takes some learning, and it gets more into the later courses where we learn about trading and all that. So stick around for that. We're going to be doing this every day, yeah. Let's see. So yeah, we're pretty much almost to the end of it. Yeah. We're going to be doing this pretty much every day. I'm just going to do it a quick 30 minutes, unless there's more people in here asking questions, then maybe we'll go to a full hour. But I'm pretty much just going to be here, every Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time, going through these presentations that I've created and updating them along the way too, because things constantly change in this space. So I appreciate you coming through, watching this, educating yourself and learning about this, because it's very important, right? These are new technologies that are coming out that are taking over pretty quickly and becoming implemented in just about every aspect of our life. So it's very important we start learning how to interact with this stuff and start using it, so that we don't get left behind. We actually help our children and friends and family to be able to continue on in this space, because very quickly technology is changing. We went, think about it, we went from a horse-drawn carriage to a car pretty quickly, and that changed everything, right? And then we went from newspapers and books to computers, and that changed everything. And then we got cell phones, right? So all these different innovations. This is the next innovation, Web3. So I highly encourage you to take more time and learn this stuff, even beyond just these streams. Go to the course yourself. Go to Web3Webs.page and check out all the stuff there and learn it, and come back with questions. or you can just come back every day here too. That's fine too. Either way you want to do it. But we'll see you here. I'm gonna try and get things going so I can stream this out to multiple platforms. But right now we're on YouTube only, so I'm gonna try and get out to other platforms as well as TikTok. It's just a struggle trying to get everything set up. So once we have all that going, we'll be streaming out to multiple platforms. But for now, here on YouTube, so I appreciate you. Make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel. Just hit that little subscribe and the little thumbs up. I would appreciate you if you did that, to help push this out so more people can get this free resource, because I'm not charging anything for this, right? I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking for donations or anything like that. Of course, if you wanted to, you can. But I'm not gonna directly ask for it. So in order to help me out, to help me continue to be able to do this, please make sure that you're liking the video, you're sharing it with some friends, right? Subscribing to the channel, all that kind of stuff, and leaving some comments too, right? So, all right, y'all. That was the first day of the Web3Webs, little podcast we're doing here, I guess you could call it. And just so you can go through and learn things yourself completely for free. So we'll be back again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Time. I'll see you here. I'm Expohethi, aka Spirit Bear. You can follow me on all platforms at Expohethi. And you can follow this course on all platforms at Web3Webs to get updates and stuff like that, as well as, again, make sure you're subscribing so you get notifications when we go live. We'll be back again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Time.